Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Today, I think you can probably figure out from what I got over here, we're gonna make a pie. I'm gonna make one of my grandma's pies. It's an oatmeal pie. She made this with Grandma Jean. At least once or twice a month I go out, when we go out to the farm, she'd always have an oatmeal pie made. I loved it. It's so simple to make. You probably have everything already in your pantry to make it. You need eggs, white corn syrup, Caro syrup. I use Caro. Vanilla, brown sugar, butter, cinnamon, flour, and sugar, and of course quick cook oats. You don't want to use the regular oats; they're a lot thicker, a little bit thicker, so there's more texture and graininess in the pie. So I always use quick cook oats, so it's a lot smoother tasting and a little easier to chew into. I don't know if it's really chew, but so I've already got a pie crust out here. I'm not a pie crust person. My mom is. My mom makes the best pie crust in the world. I'm gonna let her do a video on that. So I cheated. I bought a store-bought crust, put it in my pie pan, and I just got it sitting over here. So first I'm going to use 4 eggs, and I will put all the ingredients down below as I always do. And then there'll be a link to my website, gregs-kitchen.com. You can print the entire recipe out there if you'd like to print it out. I have a bigger one. Yes. Your whisk here. So what you want to do is with your eggs, you're just going to whip the eggs until they're light and fluffy. I would usually use my KitchenAid mixer, but it makes lots of noise and takes up a lot of room. So for the video, I'm just going to do this. And we're just going to make those nice and fluffy there. There we go. Then we're going to add in the sugar. We have white sugar and we have brown sugar. I think there's 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, and I believe it's 1/2 cup of white sugar. I'll put it down below. I measured it out and totally lost track of what I was doing. It's been raining here all week long, and I decided a day in the kitchen baking would be what I needed to get through it all. So you just want to get this all mixed together, and then we're going to put in the flour, which is 2 tablespoons of flour, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. All this out of the way. And that flour is just going to give it the thickening agents that's going to help bring the pie together, make it a little thicker. Just make sure you get all the flour and all the sugar and everything off the bottom, get it mixed well. And then we're going to put in about a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to use mine that I make homemade. Here we go, about a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to put in a 1/4 cup of melted butter, and I use a unsalted butter for this. And then 1 cup of the oats. Now I've already got the oven preheated at 350. It's going to bake 45 to 55 minutes. Everybody's oven bakes differently, so please go check it about 40-45 minutes just to make sure. I'm going to get rid of the whisk because that's just going to clog up with all that oatmeal there. We'll get the spatula. And I'm doing this in a large mixing bowl because it's just going to be easier to pour into the pie crust. So we're just going to bring that all together, make sure the butter is all incorporated in there. And all mixed together. Now last we're going to put in is the corn syrup. I sprayed if you see some bubbles on here, I sprayed it with some cooking spray. Just makes the corn syrup come out a lot easier. So it's not as sticky in there. Okay. Bring that all together. Make sure you get that corn syrup mixed in well, because it will sink to the bottom. And that's all there is to it. And this is your filling. Scrape the bottom. Now, one thing I like to do, and I've just been doing this on my pies for an unbaked, sometimes even with a baked pie crust, I will take a little bit of the corn syrup and just even any kind of pie that I'm making, even a cream pie like I did the other day. I made a banana cream pie and I did the same thing. Just put a little bit of this in the bottom and spread it around. And this is going to keep the filling from soaking into your pie crust and making it all gooey and ooey. This will keep it a little bit more crisp and flaky because it's not going to let that filling get down into the pie crust. You don't need a lot, just enough to coat it. And I did one time, I did half of it to see how it would work, and the other half I didn't. And it truly did keep all the filling from soaking into it and making it real chewy and doughy. Go around the edge a little bit. All right. So now, getting our sweet, make sure that corn syrup's all mixed in. I'm gonna pour it in here. I don't make a lot of pies. I grew up eating a lot of pies. My mom made pies all the time, coconut cream pies, strawberry pies, banana cream pies, pecan pies at Christmas. I've just never, I mean, I love them, but I've just never been much of a pie baker. So I'm gonna put this in the oven and it's gonna bake at 350 for 45 to 55 minutes. And when it's all done, I'll bring you back and we'll see how it looks. Okay, the pie was in the oven for about 55 minutes. At about 45 minutes I looked, it was getting a little brown. So if you think the top looks a little bit funny, I made a mistake and put a piece of tin foil across the top because I was trying to keep the crust from browning so much. And it did stick a little bit. No big deal, it's gonna taste the same. I'm not one of those channels that changes everything and puts it all and redoes it and gives you a brand new pie. This is how it came out. Things happen in the kitchen. So you're going to want to let this sit 3 to 4 hours. My oven's still on. Turn that off. You want to let it sit 3 to 4 hours, just like you would a pecan pie. It's basically a pecan pie, but instead of using pecans, we used oatmeal. And it will sink down a little bit. It's going to deflate as it cools. So in about 3 or 4 hours, I will cut it, take a picture. I'll put it in the video for y'all. But this is one of the easiest pies, as you saw, to put together. It's an oatmeal pie. It tastes like a pecan pie, but with oatmeal. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you all being on my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and hit the like button. If you have any kind of pies, desserts, baked goods that you would like me to try, send them my way. Give me one of your recipes. I'd love to try your recipes, show people what it is, and of course give you credit for it. So I'll see you next time in my kitchen. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.